How to calculate the value of the inductance in a buck converter. This is the circuit diagram of the buck converter. Here we can see a transistor. It is controlled by a PWM IC. When the switch is on, if we assume that the switch is on for 10 microseconds, when the switch is on, the full voltage 10 volt appear at this point. So this is shown here at this point VA, the full volt 10 volt appear across this point. That is only for 10 microseconds. And now the transistor is off. This is for again 10 microseconds. The voltage at this point will be 10 volt only for half the time. So if we take the average, if we take this portion and place it here, this will be 5. So the average output voltage will be 5 volt. Now when the switch is on, a voltage is seen across this inductor. The voltage means the inductor is taking the energy from the electrons. When current is flowing through the circuit, this is the current. The current is increasing from 0. When the current is increasing like this, the inductor is taking energy, and inductor takes energy and store at magnetic energy. After 10 microseconds, when the switch is off, the inductor has energy. As inductor does not want to change current to stop immediately, it reverses its polarity, and now this side become minus and this side become plus, and began to freewheel the current through it. So this is the freewheeling time. This portion is called I0. This is the current that is flowing through the load. This is the portion that is flowing through the load. When the I0 is less than the inductor current, when the I0 is less, this time the capacitor is providing the charge. And when the inductor current is more than the I0, the extra current is going to the capacitor. At this time, when the transistor is off, at that time also the inductor current is more than the I0. So at that time also the inductor current charges the capacitor. So this triangle is the charging of this capacitor. During the off stage, when the inductor current falls below the I0, then the capacitor began to discharge. And at this point the transistor is again on. But at that time also the inductor current is not enough to provide sufficient current for this load. So at that time again the capacitor is giving this energy. When the inductor current reaches more than I0 value, again the inductor current charges this capacitor. So this portion is charging the capacitor and this portion is the discharging the capacitor. So this is the average current flowing to the capacitor. So the average current to a capacitor is 0. This is coming into the capacitor and this is going out of the capacitor. Both are equal. So if we take one cycle, this is coming in and this is going out. So the average will be 0. The average to a current to a capacitor is 0. If we assume the output current I0 as 2 ampere, the current flowing through this is 2 ampere. We are just taking a value 2 ampere. Usually in the calculation of inductor current, the ripple is considered to be around 10% of the load current. Here the load current is 2 ampere and 10% of 2 ampere means 0.2 ampere or 200 milliampere. Using that, how we can calculate the value of the inductance. Before that, we will look at the V0 will be V in into D. That means V in is 10 volt into D means duty cycle. The duty cycle is half. This is the full time, and only half the time the transistor is on. So the output voltage will be half of the input voltage. So V in into D. Now the voltage across the inductor will be, this point is V in. When the transistor is on, during this time the voltage at this point is V in and the output voltage is V0. So V in minus V0. Vn is 10 and V0 is 5. So 10 minus 5. Voltage across the inductor will be 5 volts. And this is for 10 microseconds. So the transistor is receiving 5 voltage of energy. It is receiving out of the total 10 volt arriving at this point. It takes 5 volt of energy, and remaining energy is going to the load, and this is receiving the energy for 10 microseconds. So during the off stage, it can supply the same. The output also need 5 volt. So the inductor can supply 5 volt for 10 microsecond, because both are equal. 5 volt receiving for 10 microsecond and 5 volt it is giving for 10 microsecond. So now in order to get the rate of change of current, di by dt is given by voltage across inductor by the inductance. Voltage across the inductor is Vin, 10 volts minus 5 volt, that is 5 volt divided by inductance. We are going to calculate the value of the inductance. So the value of the inductance will be Vin minus V0, that is 5 volt, divided by di. Di means the change in current, into dt. Dt is 10 microsecond. Now we have to only to know the di. What is di? Di means, as we said earlier, that if the output current is, we are taken as 2 ampere, the DL is usually taken as 10% of the total current. 10% of the total current means 0.2 ampere or 200 milliampere. So now we got all the things. So VL means 5 volts and DI means 0.2 ampere and DT is 10 microsecond. If we calculate that, the inductance value will be 250 microhenry. This value of inductor is in the continuous conduction mode, because the inductor current does not reach to 0. So for continuous conduction mode, if we want to calculate the value of the inductance, we are using this method.